Beautiful evening, beautiful people. This is Sunday, December 20th, week 3 of Jumpstart Sundays. How are we doing, you guys? I hope we are ready to jump in and get some more tools for our toolbox to prepare ourselves for the week ahead, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And eventually we're gonna get to that physical part, working out. I'm talking about that, but right now let's mentally, emotionally, and spiritually prepare ourselves for the week ahead. Last week we discussed a few different topics, got a few different tools for our toolbox. We talked about the law of attraction. Remember that we are magnets, okay? Attracting our thoughts, our feelings, so to remember that, to understand that, I really need to work on controlling my thoughts. I need to learn to control myself so then I can control my surroundings. Because once we control ourselves, we can attract the things that we now really desire versus the things we don't. If you're always focused on the negative, you're gonna get the negative. When you're focused on the positive will come. So law of attraction, okay? I wanted to make it very clear that it is okay not to be grateful for some bull. Not to be okay with something that is mediocre or, that's not for you. That's unhealthy. That's not good for you, I wouldn't say don't be grateful for something mediocre, because if that's the best they could do, be grateful for that. But if it's mindless, it's not respectful, you don't gotta be grateful for that. So I wanted to make that clear again, go over that. Work on our self-love, because that's so important. Speak life over yourself versus death. Work on our affirmations. I hope you guys were doing that this past week. I know I did. I've been working on my self-love. It's been a tough week, busy week. But I had to make sure I remembered to take time for myself, to love on myself, to honor myself. And the last tool that we had on our toolbox for last week, it was being silent. It is okay to be silent. Meditation is great. You have to learn the only way that you can really hear is when you're quiet. You can really listen. You can't really listen if you're always talking. So slow down, calm down your energy, and be quiet. Peace, be still. So that was the tools for last week. There were a lot of things, a lot of situations that reminded me that I am attracting some of this. I'm attracting all of this, attracting every scenario that comes my way. So think about how I'm thinking. Remembering when things may not have been the best, and it's like, it was okay that I wasn't very grateful then. It's okay. And right now things may not be the best either, but I'm grateful for what I have. I'm not grateful for this situation right here. This isn't very good. So, I was going around that cycle. Like I said, worked on loving on myself this week. That's very important. This week was actually a little tough one for that tool, but I'm really glad that was one of the tools I had to remember, and I just had to keep remembering to, advocate for myself, to speak my truth, say what I mean what I say, and just love on myself and say, hey, did I do my best? Yes, I did. So I celebrated my my accomplishments, and I just was patient, learned to continue to be patient. So for this week, I want us to really focus on our families. It is the holiday season. Hanukkah, I think, just passed. I want to learn about other religions, other holidays, things like that. I'm very intrigued. So for those who do watch my videos and you do Hanukkah or anything else, I'd love to learn, tell me something about you. But I know Hanukkah, Christmas is coming up, Kwanzaa, so it's the holiday season. And I do notice around the holiday season, a lot of people get a little cranky, get crazy. A lot of people going into debt for material things, so that affects your attitude because, you're messing with your finances just for, one day, so all of that, just a lot of emotions. We can take time, like I said last week, 15 minutes for yourself. Can we do 15 minutes with our family? Something outside of our normal routines. Can we try to do that? I want to say daily, and it's okay to fall short, but that's something we should be doing. That's something I should be doing. I noticed that I'm trying to really juggle a lot of the business ventures I have, and just the goals and aspirations I have. But I also have 3 little people that I'm raising, and I have to really remember that they come first and they're very important. Not like I don't know that, but when I'm so focused on getting to a goal, it's kind of hard to remember that, hey, I need to sit and talk to them and see how their day went. It's hard to remember to be like, oh, this tantrum is maybe because I might have been working a little bit too hard and they haven't had much time with me other than direction. They didn't get those warm hugs and that love that they need to help them process their emotions and their day. I'm there to be their protection, their safety net, and I know I have goals, but I have to remember that they come first. And I need to take a moment to be like, hey, it's okay to take a break. Give my children that space, give my spouse that space of, of love and protection and whatever they need at that moment, an ear to hear. So our family, like we want to focus that every day, but for this week, that is one of the tools, is for us to remember 15 minutes. Let me do something outside my routine to make someone else feel special, because at the end of the day, it's going to make you feel better. It's going to make you feel so much better. The second tool for this, and I think all the tools, they usually going to go together for the week. This one is our heart chakra. Right now, again, holiday season, everyone's giving, but then a lot of people don't have, and a lot of people giving too much. There's a lot of pressure, just a lot. Let's take a breath. Let's analyze our physical bodies, our mental space, and our hearts. We want our hearts to be emanating love, the pure light. We want to be giving that. What is blocking up your heart chakra right now? Past hurt, past trauma, pain. It's the holiday season, being alone, or having too many people who you can't stand, whatever, whatever we all are going through right now. Let's take a moment and see, what is that pain? What can we work on so that I can give my best self, so I can emulate that light, so I can open up my heart chakra, so that I can feel good, and in return, give that goodness out. My leftovers, give that out, fill myself up. So let's break down some of the past hurt and trauma, and let's work on, opening up our heart chakras a little more. And the last tool I really want to focus on, again, all goes together, our throat chakra. Speak your truth, people. Speak your truth. Not your mama's truth, not your granny's truth, not your uncle or your daddy's truth. Speak yours. If someone offends you, like we talked about in the first week, advocate for yourself respectfully. You know, if there's something that's been bothering you for a long time, speak your truth. Because guess what? That can also help open up your heart chakra. You know, if you were holding in something that hurt you a long time ago that someone did and you weren't able to get over that and you ain't spoke on that yet, work on that. Write that down. Work on that with you first. Don't go to them and be like, well, Tiara said I need to speak my truth. And you, my friend, you have been... No. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is figure out what it was that hurt you. Figure out why it hurt you. Work with you first. And then speak your truth with love, respect, patience, kindness, and no expectations. No expectations. Expect that you get off your chest that you need to get off your chest. Don't expect anything from that individual or those individuals. Expect that you can make yourself feel better physically by speaking your truth. Let's work on these tools. These only 3 tools this week. I'm trying to only do 3 tools a week. You know, say what you mean what you say. Be impeccable with your word. All these are just, those are with your throat chakra. Speak affirmations over yourself, your children, your family, your friends. You know, speak life and not death. Work on you. Find that pain and pinpoint it. Why did it hurt me so bad? This is what we don't like to do. We don't want to dig deep, but you gotta dig deep for self-healing. You gotta dig deep. What is blocking up your heart chakra right now? Figure that out, work that through, and then speak your truth with respect and love, patience, no expectations. No expectations from the other person. I love you.